Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my entire skincare routine. I'm talking my daytime regimen, my nighttime regimen, special treatments that I do from time to time, as well as makeup removal. And I figured the best way to talk about skincare is to not wear any makeup. So I just did my daytime skincare routine, and here we are. So if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family and community here on YouTube. Basically what we do here is a lot of bargain and budget beauty, makeup, and shopping content. So if that sounds like your thing, you're definitely in the right place. And I've recently done some skincare videos, and I will have those linked down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more videos like this if this is your kind of thing. So I've loved skincare forever, and so I'm excited to share my entire routine with you. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So I'm going to start with my daytime routine. My daytime routine is pretty simple. So I'm trying to get out of the habit of like cleansing every single morning, especially if I was really good with my skincare routine the night before. I will just kind of rinse my face with some water and just get rid of any product on my skin before applying my products for the day. But when I do cleanse, I've been really liking this Extra Care Hydra Plus Hydrating Cleansing Gel. This is a Dollar Tree dupe for the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. It's $1.25. Been really liking it. And I've actually been testing out a lot of Dollar Tree skincare here lately. And this is one of those things that I have bought and used and really like, and it's in my routine. So I really like this lately. I'm not super brand specific on cleanser, and I do love a lot of high-end skincare, but as far as my cleanser, I don't need anything high-end. I've got a couple Dollar Tree things as well that I've been testing and I'm trying to use up as well now, but this one here has kind of been my go-to. I feel like it makes my skin just clean. I like the way it lathers. It's very easy to use. Like I said, it lathers very easily. So I've been really liking this when I do cleanse my face. And then I keep it really simple with a serum and an SPF day cream. So when I put a serum on during the day, I like to use a vitamin C. And I've been using this L'Oreal Revitalift Vitamin C Serum. This has 12% pure vitamin C. It says apply every morning and evening. I just do mine in the morning. And I really kind of like it. I don't know how many of these I've used as of yet, but it's a pretty thick serum. I've used La Roche-Posay. Really like that one as well. And so again, this is just another product that I tend to buy in the affordable price range. L'Oreal Revitalift is pretty affordable, as well as La Roche-Posay. I've recently been testing out some vitamin C serums from the Dollar Tree, but this one here seems to be my go-to lately. This is kind of the one that I'm on. And I think it might be a little bit cheaper than La Roche-Posay. I'll have to confirm that. But yeah, this has been the one that I've been liking. I like that it comes in an opaque bottle. That's really important for certain things like retinol and vitamin C. So that's the one I've been using when I use a vitamin C serum, which is most days. And then I just finish it up with a really good basic day cream with an SPF. Lately, I've been using the CeraVe AM. This is the facial moisturizing lotion with an SPF 30. They may have one that has 52. I can't really remember. But it's just got it's got ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. It's oil-free. Don't believe it has any fragrance. I like that it comes in a pump bottle. I also really like Eucerin. They've got a couple day creams that I've really liked. I don't really like a whole lot of anti-aging in my day cream. I just like to try to keep it simple with nourishing ingredients and a good SPF. So just a good day cream, a vitamin C serum, and cleansing when I need to. So very simple and super affordable day routine. So now I'm gonna skip my nighttime routine for the time being because there are a lot of days where I have worn makeup. So I'm gonna show you my makeup removal routine because this is something that would happen before my night routine on days that I've worn makeup. So this here, again, another super affordable thing that I love is just Pond's fragrance-free cold cream. I have gone through the gamut of the cleansing balms. I've used Clinique, I've used Neutrogena. Now my friend had me try an e.l.f. one that was really nice. But generally speaking, I just go for just this fragrance-free cold cream. I like the one with fragrance in it too, but I really like not having that fragrance. So it's fragrance-free. I go through these like crazy. I buy mine at CVS and try to get good deals. I have one at home, I have one at work because I'm a performer and I like to take off my makeup, my stage makeup before I leave the building. So I've always got a couple of these on hand. No matter what I use for a cleansing balm or a makeup remover, I always come back to this. It's a little pricier for the fragrance-free. You can't get like the big, at least at my CVS, you can't get the big jar like you normally would with the scented version, but still a little bit of this goes a long way. And yeah, this is my like go-to makeup removal product, something I always come back to. Then I'll either use disposable makeup cloths. I really like the Simple brand, and currently I'm using Neutrogena and I don't really like them quite as much. So I'm not like super brand specific, although if I can find the Simple brand, I will repurchase those again. But more often than not, I try to use a makeup removing cloth, and you can see these are covered in makeup because I use them. This one here is from the Dollar Tree. It came in a 2-pack. It's really nice. It's big enough. It's good enough for the eyes, big enough for the face. Actually, I think it came in a 3-pack. Oh no, 2-pack. Can't remember. And then I've got several of these big cloths as well. I just like to dampen them, take off my eye makeup and my lips first, and then do the rest of my face. And I do like to use it in conjunction with the cold cream. I feel like it works better than if you just try to take your makeup off without it. These will take your makeup off without like something else. They are really good in that way, but I like a little extra help. So either these or makeup removing wipes. Then I like to take a big cotton pad. I usually get mine at CVS. And I like to put some toner on one of them and just kind of go along my hairline. And I wear a lot of makeup, especially in work. It ends up on my chest and neck and stuff. And so I just like to really go around and take a big, giant cotton oval soaked in toner just to kind of get rid of the excess makeup as well as the excess cold cream that is on my face. I'm using a couple from the Dollar Tree right now. I'm not super brand specific with my toners. This is the Be Pure Glow Up Toner. This has watermelon extract, hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Glow recipe. And so I'm using this right now. I'm also using the Global Beauty Care Power Toner. I think it's called Power. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Power. I'm using that in work. I've used the Dollar Tree dupe for Bubble. I really like the Lucky brand Witch Hazel solution for this purpose. And actually, after I'm done using these things, I may just go back to that depending on how I feel about some of these other toners I'm wanting to try. But lately I'm using this and Global Beauty Care. This is the one I have at home. I get the Global Beauty Care in work. So like I said, just depending on where I am, I'll put the toner on a cotton pad and just get rid of the excess makeup and residue. So I follow with a toner because generally it's going to be at night and I'm not going to be out in the sun, and I might not wash my face right away. So kind of between doing the cold cream and taking it off with a cloth or makeup wipe and then toning, I like to put just a little light moisturizer on my skin until I can get to cleansing my face. And right now I'm using a couple things. So here at home, I've got the Be Pure Hydrating Gel Cream. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel, and I find it to be a pretty good dupe for that. It's just this really light gel moisturizer. I've used a couple jars of the Neutrogena. Like last year I was on a kick and I was buying the one with the SPF in it, and this I find to be very comparable. It's just a very, very nice light gel, nothing too heavy. And in work I've got the Be Pure Glow Up Night Cream, and again it's like a gel lotion. So just very light, just really nice, just something to put on my skin to protect my skin and just moisturize my skin after I've taken all my makeup off. So like I said, as long as it's just, I don't expect a lot out of this product. I just need it to just make my skin not feel like dry or anything like that. I just like it to make sure that my skin stays moist after doing some of these other things. So yeah, just for me, like a really light gel-like moisturizer. So now my night routine, and this is a little bit more involved than my day routine and a little bit more expensive. This is where when I splurge, I splurge. So definitely at night, if I don't cleanse in the morning, I definitely cleanse at night because, you know, all the dirt and grime from the air, if I've worn makeup, even if I've taken it off, I still feel like there's some residue there. Plus, if I've sweated, all that kind of thing. So I like to cleanse at night with a really good cleanser. This one here, again, I've been loving. I feel like it really gets my face very, very, very clean. So, and like I said, I'm not super brand specific with my cleansers, but I do really like this one. Then I've really been liking this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Concentrate Matrix. It's obviously part of the Advanced Night Repair line. Comes on this stick. I would actually prefer like a pump bottle, but I guess the idea is you're supposed to kind of use this stick under your eyes. I never do. I just take it off with my finger. But it comes on a stick When it gets down to the end, I take the little stopper out, which is kind of where mine's heading. But a little of this goes a long way. And right now it's my go-to. I might switch it up here soon, try something else, but I usually always end up coming back to this. This has been something I have used and bought several times. So right now this is what I'm currently using for my eyes. So like I said, I've been reviewing Dollar Tree skincare, and I had the Global Beauty Care Vitamin C eye cream, and I tested it out, and it was just something that I didn't really feel like it was going to be anti-aging enough to use like as my exclusive night cream. But sometimes I will put that on during the day just because I have it and I want to use it up. But this here is my go-to at night. I just feel like it has a lot of really good anti-aging ingredients and just things that are very beneficial for on the eyes. Now I have heard that you actually really don't need like a fancy eye cream or a fancy neck cream. So I may be resituating my skincare routine here soon, maybe simplifying it. But as of right now, I am using this eye serum. So now for a serum, I love a really good quality serum on my skin before I moisturize. And right now I'm using the Lancome Advanced Genifique. I also really love the Estee Lauder Night Repair. And I kind of alternate them. I'll use one, use it up, and then go to the other. I really like them both. So right now I'm just using the Lancome. But if you're looking for a really good affordable option, y'all, I tried the Global Beauty Care Power Serum. That's supposed to be a dupe for the Olay Power Serum. It made my skin beautiful. I would use it day and night, and my skin was so glowy. So if you're looking for something that I recommend, I'm not a dermatologist, but if you're looking for something that I recommend and you don't want to spend the money on this, that Global Beauty Care Power Serum is fabulous. I used mine up completely. But right now I am using the Lancome as my serum. And then for my moisturizers. So this right here is the so I have a story to go. This is a story right here. My favorite night cream of all time is the Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme. They've got one for the day. They've got some other formulations. I just like the original Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme. And this is what the containers look like. So, funny stories. So they allow you to buy refills and you save a little bit of money. So I have these two containers. I had one of the, I think this is the like 1 ounce. Yeah, this is the 1 ounce and this is the 1.7. So I think this is like 2.1. So I saved these containers because as you can see, they come to where you can lift this out and put it in, and you keep the jar and you just buy the refills. So to save money, I bought the biggest size because you do save a little bit. Because I was like, oh, I've got the 2 jars. I don't have the largest size jar. I've got these 2. I don't have this size jar. So it was kind of a dumb mistake on my part. So I've been having to use it like this, which really isn't a huge deal as long as I'm not traveling. But this here, y'all, is my absolute. I love this cream. And like I said, I've heard that you don't really need an eye cream or a neck cream. You just use your favorite night cream in those areas. But yeah, this here is my go-to. This is one of those splurge items that I just absolutely love. So yeah, for me, it's Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme cream. And so since I am using a neck cream, because it's just one of those areas that in my 40s is not being kind to me, I feel. And I've tried several things. I've used the Confidence in a Neck Cream by IT Cosmetics. I've used Gold Bond. I've used Strivectin, which literally did nothing. This one here has been the best I have found. It's the Body Firm, used to be Crepe Beret, but it's the Body Firm Essentials Lift and Smooth Neck Treatment. So you basically, you squirt it up through here and you apply it with this roller action, which in and of itself is supposed to be helpful for the neck, which in and of itself is also supposed to be really helpful for the neck area. And I really like this. It's pricey. You get 1.7 ounces, but a little goes a long way. Of course, I'll cut it open once it starts to get hard to squeeze through to get every last drop out. And I've used, I think, a couple of these in the past. I just recently went back to it. And yeah, like I said, it seems to make the most difference out of all of the neck products I have tried. So that is currently in my routine. And I really just use it at night. I don't use it during the day because I just put on an SPF. So that is what I put on my neck. So every night I do put on a serum after I cleanse, before I moisturize. Most nights it's either the Lancome Genifique or the Advanced Night Repair from Estee Lauder. But there's some nights that I don't. And when I don't, there's different reasons as to why I don't. And I use something else. So a couple nights a week, I will use retinol. And I really like the Paula's Choice Clinical Retinol. This is a 1% retinol treatment. It's got peptides, vitamin C, targets deep wrinkles, and reveals firmer looking skin. A little of this goes a long way. This is like number 3 or 4 for me. I've purchased this several times. First time I ever tried this was like in an Ipsy Glam bag or an Allure Beauty box. I got a sample, really, really liked it, and I've been buying it ever since. So like I said, I like to do this a couple nights a week instead of my serum. And then every once in a while, maybe once every couple of weeks, now this stuff is now discontinued and has been replaced with another product from Estee Lauder. And I don't know how comparable it is. I don't know if it's the same thing under a different name or whatnot. But I actually have this one, and I've got another backup that I was able to buy. And I'm talking about the Estee Lauder Intense Reset Concentrate. Like I said, they have another product now that was supposed to have replaced this. This is one of those things, so it's just a really, really light serum. And the directions say to use at night after your repair serum, so after your like advanced night repair. So what this does is it's really supposed to be what it says, a reset. So I might use this once every couple of weeks, maybe twice a month. After cleansing, before moisturizing, I will put this on my skin. I'll put it on my neck and everything. And it's just supposed to help kind of like reset your skin. It'll get rid of redness. It'll help the texture. It's just like a little TLC. So just when I feel like my skin's kind of been through it and looking a little rough, I'll use this at night. And I feel like it does kind of help reset my skin. My skin just looks so much better the next day in lieu of another serum or retinol. Then there's certain times of the year, mostly in the winter time, if I've been on vacation, or again, if I feel like my skin just needs a little extra moisture, in lieu of a different serum or product at night, sometimes even in the daytime too. I don't just reserve this for nighttime, but I will do a hyaluronic acid. This one here is from Revitalift, just like my vitamin C. It's 1.5 pure hyaluronic acid. The jury's still out on how I feel about this one. I was wanting to just try something that I could easily find at CVS, but I really, really like the La Roche-Posay version of this. I've gone through 2 or 3 of the La Roche-Posay. This one here, it makes my skin sting a little bit sometimes. Nothing crazy, like nothing that's like painful, but just don't know that I like it as much. I don't think it's as rich as the La Roche-Posay. So I may not repurchase this one and just go back to that one, but I do like to always have a hyaluronic acid serum on hand just for those times that I feel my skin is just dry. Like I said, I'll use this a little bit more in the winter months than in the summer months. But yeah, I like to have this, always have this on hand for when I feel I need a little extra moisture, because that's what this product does. It delivers a lot of moisture. And I am currently trying one from Dollar Tree as well to see how a hyaluronic serum is at a $1.25 price point. Like I said, a hyaluronic acid is always a must-have in my skincare collection. And then another couple things I might use. So I received this from that app Influencer. They sent it to me so I could review it and stuff like that. It's the Dior Capture Total Hyalur Shot Wrinkle Corrector. So this is a really good like targeted treatment for like lines. So like for me it's here and sometimes here. And I haven't really used it in a little while, but I do find that when I do use it, I won't use it usually morning and night, but I'll use it like at night. I do find it really takes the edge off, you know, especially these lines right here. So like I said, it's just something that I'll go through periods of time. Since I have it, I'll go through periods of time where I'm like, oh, I could use a little extra TLC, and a little goes a long way. So this probably is something I would keep in my collection. But yeah, it is something that I will use from time to time. I was better at using it when I was reviewing it. I was using it like twice a day. That way I could like review it fairly. And it does seem to work and take the edge off the wrinkles. So I will sometimes throw this in my routine. And usually I will put this underneath my serum. So if I do use, on the nights I use it, I'll put it on, let it sink in, and then use my serum. And then every once in a blue moon, when my skin needs a little pick-me-up, sometimes I'll use these. But when I don't feel like using one of those, I will use this 100% pure Argan Oil. Argan Oil is a really good thing to have. It's usually very inexpensive. This one here is from Shea Moisture. Got it at Walgreens. It was like 10 bucks. What you want to look for is in the ingredient list, Argania Spinosa Kernel Oil. That is the only ingredient. It means it's pure argan oil. And you can use this on your skin, your hair, your body, your face. It's wonderful. Look for it being in a dark bottle like that. And like I said, I'll put this in my hair, especially now that I'm blonde. And you can pump a little bit into like your body moisturizer, just like a Pond's dry skin cream. I'll squirt a little bit of this in and put it over my face. Sometimes I'll just put it on in lieu of serum and then put my night moisturizer. Like I said, I like to have this on hand for my body, my hair, but also every now and again on my face at night when I feel it needs just a little something extra. So then I've got some special like treatments that I do, and I try to do these once a week. I'm not always the best at doing them once a week, but I do try to do it every now and again, especially when I feel my skin needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. And I've got a high-end option and I've got a budget option. So like I said, once a week I just feel like I need some kind of a peel, something to just kind of reveal new skin and start over, so to speak. And I used to love this product from Estee Lauder. I had bought it maybe 3 or 4 times. They discontinued it. It was basically a pump serum. You put like 3 pumps into your hand and you put it on your face and neck, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you wash it off, and it just revealed this like glowing skin, like wonderful. They got rid of it, so I wanted to find a really good replacement for it, and I did. It's this Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting Exfoliant Peel. It's got 25% AHAs and 2% BHAs, and it resurfaces your skin. That's what this other product did. It was like an exfoliant peel. Same thing, you put a thin layer on your face and neck, let it sit for 10 minutes, wipe it off, then you rinse your face, and it reveals the most glowy, beautiful skin. It's pricey, but a little bit goes a long way. So for me, it's really worth the investment. But something I have found that really does just about the same thing, you guys, and you guys know if you've been with me, but like I'm seriously like comparing these products because they really have a very similar effect on my skin when I use them. The Global Beauty Care Resurfacing and Exfoliating Enzyme Mask. This one has pumpkin and AHAs, and it's actually not a mask at all. You use it more of like a scrub. So it's actually a little quicker than using this. Smells like pumpkin. A little goes a long way. It's just the most decadent thing. And it's actually a dupe for the brand Peter Thomas Roth. They have a similar product to this. So this product is duping that, and it is wonderful. So it's helped me extend the life of having this because I'll kind of alternate. I'll do this and then I'll do that. It's a little bit hard to come by now at Dollar Tree. I don't know if they tend to sell it more in the cooler months because it is pumpkin, or if it's just gotten so much praise that it sells out really fast. But if you can find it, give it a try. So yeah, these are like the special treatments that I like to do. I try to do once a week or so. So definitely comment down below. Let me know what is a must-have in your skincare routine. Honestly, I could do without a lot of these products, but there are about 3 or 4 that I absolutely could not survive without. Definitely let me know what those items are for you. I have loved skincare long before I ever started loving makeup. I've been loving skincare since I was definitely in my teens. So I love talking about it and love talking to you all. So definitely share your products with me down below in the comment section because I always love checking out new products too. A lot of these products do change over time because I do discover new things. Definitely hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Check out my other skincare videos down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.